as good as they've been in the second half is as bad as they were in the first part of the game. This week on the Big Dave and Company podcast, our personal space gets invaded in Vegas. There's a job opening you need to know about, and I start my real estate empire. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Big Dave and Company podcast. We are coming to you almost live. I suppose I should do this in the right order. We're coming to you almost live from the Gigabyte System Studios here on the 14th floor of the worldwide headquarters.
Yeah, start with where we are and then tell them who we are.
Yes, thank you. I am Big Dave. With me, my usual company, my dickbag technical producer, always a critic.
Well, you're a cocksatchel.
A cocksatchel.
That's worse than a dickbag.
That was good. We really took
that comes from my friend Rick. That's a shout out to you, Rick.
Rick really listened to our naming rights program and is implementing them.
Yes.
I like to see that. Anyway, Mike Alicious with me. As usual, we'll get back to him in a minute because I just found something interesting about you. Let me introduce the rest of the company. The lovely Emily, the unpaid interns. Kelsey, the guy from the FCC. The guy from the FCC.
His name's Kelsey?
Like Kelsey Grammer. His name is Kelsey.
Well, good for him. He looks like a Kelsey.
He's here. Herbie
he is a dickbag.
Yeah, he is. Herbie the Wonder Dog under the table. The other voice you hear, Mike Alicious. Mike Alicious, I heard you are the yeoman purser on the SS Peloton. What does that mean?
I don't even know.
But you are it?
I'm a yeoman?
A yeoman purser, it says here.
Is that one step above or one step below a yeoman?
I would assume that it's above because it's...
And I'm on the SS Poop Ship Destroyer? What am I?
Peloton. I don't know what ship that is.
What?
I figured you would know since this is you that I found this out about.
Well...
I know my knowledge of the sea is limited to what I've seen on Love Boat.
Dave, that was actually top secret information that you tapped into there. I think the
yeoman purser is the guy who hands out the pay.
Purses?
The pay. I think he's the money guy. He's like the banker.
You don't get paid when you're on an SS anything.
Well, then I guess you probably don't have much to do.
No.
All right, fantastic.
That's why I'm here.
Anyway,
I phoned it in this week because everything's electronic transfer now. So just
good for you.
Just goes right.
Set it up.
Right in your checking account.
I totally.
Pulled
an Office Space from Superman 4.
Emily's not talking to me again.
Surprise, surprise.
I know.
But that's okay because we can talk about something fabulous.
Okay.
As you know, we're brought to you like every week by Morningwood Estates. And
I thought you were going to say Budweiser beer. I thought we finally cracked into the big three sponsors: the shoes, the beer, and the automobile.
No.
Oh.
We are at Morningwood Estates right now, but it's a very fantastic time in the Morningwood Estate calendar. We're very excited about Morningwood Estates' latest offering. Are you ready for this?
Talk to me.
Morningwood Estates on Ice.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Watch us.
It's like Disney on Ice, but at Morningwood Estates.
No, it's like Disney on Ice, but Morningwood Estates is the ones performing.
Awesome.
Watch as Sirs Jason and Lady Rebecca bring all the wonder and magic of Morningwood Estates to an ice arena near you. Featuring Sir Jason, Lady Rebecca, Prince August and Princess Sarah, Felipe the Gardener and the Dancing Plowboys, and of course the Royal Highness...
The Dancing Plowboys?
Yeah,
I didn't know that they were going to have the Dancing Plowboys.
On ice!
Wow.
You know who else is going to be there? The Royal Highness Clydesdale Brigade, all of them on ice. Coming to an arena near you, call Morningwood Estate or go online to www.tikitickethut.com now for details. It's like Ticketmaster, but it's Tiki Ticket Hut. It's one of the newer ones. Select performances will feature a special appearance by Cooter, the hockey-playing guard dog.
Wow, that sounds like more of an extravaganza.
It is Morningwood Estates. It's a sight to behold.
Holy crap.
Did you ever go to the Disney on Ice when you were a kid?
No.
I did, and the only thing I remember from Disney on Ice is that we used to get these things when you'd go there, and you'd hold it, and there was like a battery in the bottom, and then it had all these little strands that came out that lit up.
Sure, and they were like fiber optic.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Those were the shit.
Wow.
So go see Morningwood. You know that's not really Sir Jason, Lady Rebecca. It's just people playing them, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
The actual people. Are you kidding?
What about the Plowboys?
It's just dancers on ice skaters, I guess.
So it's
like Johnny Weir's
It's
out there.
like a on ice representation of the staff of Morningwood Estates.
Right.
Just it's not the actual staff or owners.
Right. No, it's
a representation.
Just like
it's
Disney
like
on Ice.
It's like interpretive dance.
Well,
but Morningwood Estates on ice style.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
There's no reason I'm not nearly as excited anymore.
I'm excited. I have a booth.
Have you ever seen interpretive dance?
Yeah,
it's terrible.
So they sell beer.
All right. Well, it was a good promo until you told all the listeners that it's really not anybody that you'd want to see.
Do you think some news would make him happy?
Should we do the news?
Let's do the news.
Is that my cue to do the sound effect?
No, I have to first say,
Okay.
It's time for the news. Fantastic. Welcome. This is the news. Very excited. This one bridges. We've been having some north-south divides in our news lately.
Like Mason-Dixon style?
Yes. And this one bridges those gaps.
Okay.
Because this man from the northern half of the country went to the southern part of the western half and got his hug on.
That's very confusing.
Faster than
all your directions.
All right. Faster than a squeezing Cupid, Ohio man sets record with 7,777 hugs in 24 hours in Las Vegas.
Good thing it wasn't 6,666. It's like,
But sevens. I hope he went to the casino after
I hope
that.
he did.
My problem with this is, can you imagine the diseases he got just hugging random people on the strip in Vegas?
Especially in Vegas.
All right, let's read this article. 51-year-old Ohio man has embraced the Valentine's Day spirit faster than anyone before.
See, he's from Ohio. He's a friendly Midwesterner.
You hate Ohio.
Yeah, he's a dickbag
You
from
spent
Ohio.
the first 7 podcasts ragging on Ohio and Indiana.
My thoughts have changed. I'm turning over a new leaf.
Did this guy give you a hug? Is that
This
why?
is the friendly, new, positive Michaelicious.
Anyway, 7,777 hugs in 24 hours for a new world record. No comment, all right.
That's the whole story?
Oh, no.
Oh, we'll get to the meat of the story for
Jeff
fuck's sake.
Ondash, who sought the squeezes under the costumed alter ego Teddy McHuggin. Sounds like a
God.
porn name.
It does.
Broke the record Saturday night outside the Paris Las Vegas Hotel Casino on the Las Vegas Strip. Quote, when you hug somebody, they all walk away from each other smiling, Ondash said.
They're thinking, what a loser this
They
guy
say
is.
an apple a day keeps the doctor away. A hug a day? It's just fun. End quote.
But so it doesn't actually do anything.
I really hope that
It doesn't,
he was...
because an apple day keeps the doctor away, but a hug a day is just fun.
I really hope he was dressed as Teddy McHuggin when he said that.
That's messed up.
Ondash said he
We're
wanted
going to have
be...
to find a picture of Teddy McHuggin.
There's a little picture here,
It's
but
like Teddy
he
Ruxpin.
kind of looks like a big...
Remember Teddy Ruxpin?
Yeah. He was creepy, though.
I want to be your... I want a Teddy Ruxpin bad.
You would have had nightmares. That thing was
They're
weird.
like-
His mouth didn't move with the tape right.
They were like $100.
Oh, yeah, they were. That's
They're
high technology
expensive,
back
yeah.
then. Ondash said he wanted to become the world's hugging champion to raise money for the American Heart Association during American Heart Month. So it really had nothing to do with Valentine's Day.
Well, hearts.
The cause is important to him because his brother and father both died relatively young
Of
because of
hugs.
heart problems.
Oh.
Of hugs, yeah. There was a hug-related disaster in Ohio.
I don't know.
I haven't been the same since the explosion at the Hug Factory. You think that would be in Hershey, right?
No, it's wherever they make those little candy hearts that have sayings on them, like "Hug me"
And
or
like,
"You're hot."
Like too hot for you.
Right.
You're like, that doesn't make me feel good.
Be mine.
Text me. No.
Yeah, but it's not, it's.
I'll text you with
me.
I'll text you with my
Do they
penis,
have,
maybe.
Do they have them now that say "text me"?
Yeah, except to say like TXT me.
Oh my god. Add me as a Facebook friend. See, you'd have to use both sides to do that.
You'd have to put like
Add me
like-
FB friend.
right on wall or something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
BFF.
his daughter Carly, who tallied her father's hugs with a small manual counter at the start of his attempt Friday,
Oh yeah.
came up with
It's like
one
three
for
cl-
you,
three
one
clicks,
for the record book,
3
one for
clicks
you.
per.
Came up with a pseudonym to make his spectacle a bit more fun, as Teddy McHuggin Ondash sports a red NASCAR-style driver's suit with hugging logos and a wrestling-style championship belt. I'm going as Teddy McHuggin next Halloween.
Thank God this guy's married because he would never find a significant other ever.
Jeff Ondash breaking a record really doesn't mean a lot, he said. Teddy McHuggin, on the other hand, he's the reigning world speed hugging champion, now going after the world marathon hugging champion. So he's created an alter ego in Teddy McHuggin
And refers to him
in the third
in
person.
the third person. That is weird.
No one on earth has ever attempted something like that before, he said.
There's a reason there, Teddy McHuggin.
I want to know, you know what I'm going to count? I'm going to be there with my little manual counter.
Ding. I thought. Remember the ding episode?
We never put the dings
every
in.
section. I'm going to do it. I'm doing it this week.
I'm going to stand there with my counter, and every time he gets shanked, by some jaded New Yorker like the Pharaoh, I'm going to be like, ding.
You can't. Hey, you can't ding.
And I'll be like, click.
I'm the dinger.
Like, on my little counter.
I'm the decider.
Ondash of Canfield, Ohio, already held the world record for most hugs in 1 hour with 1,205.
Now let me ask you
According to
this.
the Guinness Book of
Let me
World
ask you
Records.
this.
That is the most useless book.
So the daughter is actually the one clicking on the clicky counter. right?
Yeah, for part of it.
Which is, I'm sure,
Excuse me, that's residual smoke from Dr. J being here last week.
which I'm sure she actually, it was very accurate. I wonder do they actually have a Guinness Book person there verifying?
They must have. They had to have.
Yeah, is that how that works? I mean, you're in the Guinness Book of World Record for like the longest dump or something, aren't you?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah,
or
the longest
biggest nose hair.
No,
I don't
was in
remember
it for
what
the largest turd non
the
non-running water.
Largest non-flushable turd.
No, it was non-running water because they have one for people who have to flush them and one for the outhouse folk. That was an outhouse category.
Wow.
Yeah, I was at the
It was
outhouse.
like a baby's arm
Yeah.
holding an apple.
Yeah. I was at the outhouse races in Trinary, Michigan.
Okay.
And
Ding.
the outhouse was actually on being pushed by
I
four
just
guys
ding-
down the course.
I just dinged Trinary, Michigan.
It's a very sexy place.
I know.
Anyway, the previous record of 5,000 hugs in one day was set last year by Siobhan O'Connor
Ding.
in Dublin, Ireland. Guinness spokesman Philip Robertson said, "I'm from Dublin. Give me a hug.
Hug me, I'm Irish.
And then let's go to a film."
Look at my shillelagh.
Oh,
Oh, kiss my shillelagh.
I like to... Ding! I like to give you...
I can wait. I'm going to ding shillelagh. Ding.
Come get your hug at the end of the rainbow.
Ding.
I have a pot of hugs at the end of the rainbow in beautiful Dublin, Ireland. Anyway, to break O'Connor's mark, Ondash needed more than 208 hugs per hour, or about 3.5 hugs per minute. Ondash
Well, that's not that
logged
much.
over 700 hugs during his first hour of embraces. Yeah, but
If
when
you
I
fall-
hug, I like to hug.
If you form a line, you'd be able to break that easy.
If you got like a Down syndrome girl who wouldn't let go, do you think that would like hurt his record?
But if he doesn't let go, can he continue to get other hugs from other people?
Like a groupie? I don't know. Like group hug? I'm not sure.
Or is that going to the orgy category?
He said he embraced all kinds of people throughout Friday night and Saturday and was tired from being on his feet
Except the
and
damn
not
Jews.
eating. But Ondash said he wasn't planning to go to sleep right away. Oh no,
Jews need not apply.
he's gonna go out downtown in Vegas. I wonder if he's gonna go out on the town in Vegas dressed as Teddy McHuggin.
Oh yeah, he'll get a lot of action that way.
Ondash said
When
he
I
did
go to
not-
Vegas later this year, I'm gonna dress as Teddy McHuggin.
if you see
I'm
him
gonna
in
be like
Vegas
a
later this year,
lookalike.
you should cold cock him.
Jesus.
He said he embraced all kinds of people throughout Friday night. And I already read that. Blah, blah, blah. Ondash said he did not expect Guinness World Records to certify his record for several weeks. The organization did not have a judge present at his attempt.
See? So how can they certify it?
Instead, independent judges who tracked Ondash in shifts were to submit affidavits to the organization.
Okay, that's fair.
Your 13-year-old daughter, sign on your life that you're not lying for your
Right.
dad, that
For
you didn't
your-
accidentally
for your
click
dad.
that counter
like
wrong.
Bubble Boy.
Ondash says he, as McHuggin, is now eyeing both the world's longest single hug, currently 24 hours and 1 second, and breaking his current two
Lame.
records consecutively, which he said was unheard of. So
That's a single hug. So a 24-hour and 1 second embrace
right,
with
and then
one
like,
person.
and then like when he's done with that, he's going to start working on his record. So most in a day and most in a row, I guess. I don't know. I don't care at this point. Ondash, I just want this to be over with.
That's the
I don't
longest
even-
news story we've ever
I
done.
don't even know if I can do that, but I'm going to attempt it. Ondash said it's like climbing Mount Everest twice.
Ding.
Same thing. Really?
I think
Hugging-
climbing Mount Everest.
Hugging people in Vegas dressed up like a loony is the same as climbing Mount Everest. Wow. I suppose you're risking your life in both. I suppose you could be short of oxygen in both.
We have hit rock bottom on this podcast. We need to move on to the next topic. That's some low. We just went lowbrow. We compared hugging 777 people to climbing Mount Everest.
You want to get lowbrow?
Let's go
Our
low.
next
Can we
sponsor-
go lower?
Yes, our next sponsor is not lowbrow. They're highbrow, but their message kind of scares me. This hour of the podcast, Teddy McHuggin,
Come on.
brought to you by West Virginia Power and Light.
Is that why you did the story? You did the story because he bought advertising time from us.
No, he didn't.
You
West
did.
Virginia Power and
You
Light did
sold
that.
out,
No, I
man.
did not.
You so sold.
I thought it
out.
would be. Look at how interesting that
Look
talk
me in
was.
the eye and tell me which happened first.
What?
The advertising purchase or your choice to do the Teddy McHuggin story?
My choice to do the Teddy McHuggin. He's not even a sponsor.
Oh.
West Virginia Power and Light is. That's what I'm trying to tell
Sorry,
you.
I was jumping on your throat.
They
for
want to
nothing.
remind you of two things: efficient
Hey,
power
West Virginia
use.
Power Light,
Yeah.
that's old school.
Yeah, efficient power use practices can cut your bill by 10%. Reminder of that. Also a reminder that West Virginia Power and Light officials are in the field checking meter readings, so please don't shoot on site.
Oh, yeah, and if you pay your bill online, you get a free compact fluorescent bulb.
Yes, and please don't shoot their people when they're coming
No.
here. That's what they want you to know.
They're not intruders.
West Virginia Power and Light officials will always carry identification in badge form as well as a uniform shirt.
Was there an incident?
There have been several incidents. Both of people posing as West Virginia Power and Light employees to scam people, and of meter readers being shot on site when entering properties. It is legit. Don't worry. They'll have the truck.
That's not good.
If you ask them, they'll provide you their credentials. They have 1-800 number you can call. Anyway, that's West Virginia Power and Light. We're always on.
So are the meter readers now carrying guns?
No.
They should.
You can go to www.
It's only fair fight.
You can go to www.wvpl.com if you want to know more about energy efficiency.
A lot of websites this week, Dave.
Yeah, well, we're internet sensations.
Oh, Media Mogul.
Media Mogul. Anyway, big news. Guess what I did earlier this week?
Lanced a boil.
Yeah, but guess what else?
Clean the bathroom.
Yes. Guess one more time.
Boy, I'm 2 for 2. Had non-consensual sex with Emily.
No, that was probably why she's mad at you. I had non-consensual sex with Felipe and the Dancing Plowboys.
Felipe?
And the Dancing Plowboys.
That's
Good
creepy.
morning,
I know who they are.
No, what I did, though, was I walked down to my friendly local library.
Felipe's a tranny, right?
Yeah, I'll take it what you can get, right? I was drunk. I don't care. And I was high. Dr. J and I were smoking up at Maryland's on Monroe. Anyway, but what I did was I walked down to my friendly local library, and I took the half-hour test to be a United States Census taker for 2010.
Wow.
Yes.
That's awesome.
I wanted to serve my community. I mean, I'm already
No, you just wanted the paycheck.
Yeah, they pay good. $12.50 an hour plus mileage.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. So I took the test.
Okay.
And I got to tell you.
You failed miserably.
I don't think so.
Oh.
This was not a terribly difficult test.
Well, have you seen some of the census takers? I mean, in previous years?
28 questions. In the year 2000.
Anywho.
28 questions, 30 minutes.
Okay.
Multiple choice.
Pretty easy.
Allow me to read from this brochure they gave me ahead of time. About the employment test. There are 5 parts to the test. I'm not reading all of this, but
go ahead.
Clerical skills.
This is riveting.
Clerical skills. Reading skills.
Which clearly, if you have the brochure, you have reading skills.
Although there are a lot of pictures, but they're all of minorities standing proudly in front of housing projects.
Yeah, how come there's not a single white person?
There is no white people on here. And
there is.
No, that's an Asian. He's right in the cover.
No, he's not. He's native. That's native. He's clearly Native American.
There are no white people on the census.
There's not a single white person who works for the government.
And that's
racist. That's racist.
And everyone in this brochure has non-tradition. They don't have traditionally white names either.
Like Jose.
They're all like Mr. and Mrs. Sanchez, which is all right.
Andre.
Anyway, can I have my brochure back? I need to read out of it.
I'm looking for a white person.
There are none. It's like a Wabash College brochure. There's no girls in that.
Was that brochure made by the Nazis?
No. Hitler liked white people.
That's right.
Only white people.
Sorry, I'm all confused.
Anyway, number skills. Interpreting information and evaluating alternatives. That's the hardest part, I think. And organizational skills.
Wasn't there any like math? Spelling?
Yeah. There's sample questions. Would you like some
Yeah,
sample questions?
give me a sample.
Okay.
B! Oh.
Actually, no, that's wrong.
Right. Oh.
All right, question 1. Compare the numbers in column A to those in column B, then answer the question below.
This is going to be hard to do over the air.
I'm going to read out the numbers.
But they can't see the columns.
Canadian clubber is writing them down.
Okay.
Column A.
Grab a pen and paper.
Column A. First number, 75823. Second number, 82537. Third number, 73358. Fourth number, 85537. And the last number, 87537. That's column A.
Okay. That totals 72,643.
0.9. Column B. 87537, 85537, 73358, 82357, 75823. Now here's the question. Which of those numbers is the combination for my bike lock? Because I forgot.
82253.
No, which number in column A has no match in column B?
83357. 83257.
8675309.
8675309.
We're gonna have to pay for that, aren't we? Anyway, so
No, because we sang it so bad, it's
So you have to-
unrecognizable.
so you have to find a number.
Jenny.
You have to find a number in column A that doesn't match column B.
Okay, that's pretty easy.
That's pretty easy.
Which one of these is not like the others? Which one of these?
The answer is
just
82537 is the right answer.
That's riveting. That makes for riveting radio.
Part 2, reading skills. Are you ready for reading skills? I'll ask you this question and see if you can understand it.
Okay.
Read the following statement and choose the answer that best supports the statement. Census takers who visit homes to collect census information are called enumerators. They are told to use any person who owns or rents the housing unit as the, quote, reference person, end quote, and then to list the relationship of every household member to the reference person. When an enumerator interviews at 1105 Low Street, he talks to Mr. Sanchez.
Low Street. That sounds like the bad part of town. Because if it was High Street.
Or Easy Street.
Right.
Well,
Sounds like the wrong part of the tracks,
living at
Dave.
1105 Low Street is Mr. Sanchez.
Okay, that makes sense.
Mr. Sanchez says that both Mr. and Miss Morales own the house, and all three are household
Wait a
members.
minute. They're saying that a person possibly of Mexican heritage owns a house?
Yes.
That's not allowed in the United States.
Mr. and Miss, who are obviously, I guess it could be
They're
married.
cohabitating.
Who should the census taker list as the reference person? A, either Mr. Morales or Ms. Morales. B, Mr. Morales. C, Ms. Morales. Or D, Mr. Sanchez, whose first name is probably Dirty.
E, none of the above. M&I Bank.
Stop it!
That's who owns the house, Dave. That's a trick question.
Bonus question.
That's a trick question.
Bonus
the
question.
bank owns the house.
Bonus question. What does M&I stand for?
Marshall and Isley.
Oh, good job. If we had a ding button, if our technical producer could produce a ding button, I'd be hitting it right now.
Ding.
Anyway.
You can't ding M&I.
No,
That's
but
dumb.
I would ding it as if you were correct. Like
Oh,
ding, ding,
ding,
ding,
ding,
ding.
ding.
Yeah. Number skills. This I'll admit, I got this one wrong. This section,
Well, you got that last one wrong.
I didn't answer
The
last
bank
one.
owns it.
This section includes addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division problems.
Oh, that's not good for me,
Some problems involve no computations, just an understanding of numerical concepts.
which I don't have.
Multiply the numbers below. 1.7 times 6.5.
Oh, my God.
Doot, 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 doot.
It's like
Doot,
it's like 10.1.
doot, doot,
It's like
doot, doot,
11.1.
doot,
6.5.
doot, 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 doot,
10.0.
doot, doot.
11.05.
Yes! Congratulations. You would have got it wrong 7 times before you got it right. But
Well,
you could
I would have
actually-
been checking my math.
You could
though.
actually take this test as many times as you want. So if you take
Come
the
on.
test...
It's the same test?
Yes. Well, they have 4 of them. They have A, B, C, and D, but they're all the same style questions. And if you take it and you don't like your score, you can take it again.
So you take the test, they give you the score, right?
Well, you have to call in. Like you wait a
Okay.
week and you call the number and they'll tell you your score. So if you
And then you're like, well, I got an 80, but I think I can do better.
you have to get a 70 to pass to get like into the interview part of the census. You have to interview to be a census taker. So I guess if you're like, I hate all people who aren't me and I want to shoot them, you probably
Right.
be a census taker.
Yeah. I'm white and I'm bald.
What's wrong with that?
Well, clearly you're a racist
I can't
neo-Nazi
work.
skinhead.
I can't work for the census if I'm white,
You're
according
right.
to this brochure.
Right. You could say that you have a touch of I don't know, something. you're about the whitest white man I know though, so I don't think you could get away with
Oh, I'm black.
any touch of.
I'm actually
I'm
very.
a very light-skinned black man.
I'm an African American. Oh, really? What part? South Africa, Port Elizabeth.
Hey, that's
where I was
fair.
born. I'm still an African American.
Don't judge.
My buddy, the Pharaoh, is
funny.
Egyptian, and he hates it when you try to say he's African American. I tell him all the time, "Oh,
Does he look African American?
No, he looks Egyptian."
Okay.
And they're like, "Hey, dude, you're African American technically because Egypt's in Africa." No, fuck you, no.
Well,
and then,
okay.
you know, the best part is too, he's born and raised in New York City. Well, I shouldn't say he was raised in New York City all his life, but his dad took his mom to the hospital in Jersey to be born.
Oh, so he's
Dude, you're born in Jersey.
Oh my God.
But yeah, he's Egyptian. He
Poor
hates
guy.
it when you say they're African. But when Egypt wins the Africa Cup of Nations in soccer, then it's fine.
That's I never really
a double
thought of
standard.
that. Yeah, I know you're Mr. Geography, and I'm very bad at geography. And I never.
It's true.
If you would have asked me,
You think the worldwide headquarters is in Taiwan?
if we're not in Taiwan,
No. You also, we're in Stockholm, which we all know is in Canada.
Right.
Yeah, so.
no. But if you were if you had a trivia question and you said, and this is going to show my ignorance probably, but if you said, is Egypt in Africa?
Mm-hmm.
I would have said no. because I just don't consider that. It's way at the top there.
Sure.
I just don't consider that.
A lot of
Africa.
people don't consider Northern
Even though it
Africa
is.
to be part of
Yeah,
Africa.
it's
Yeah.
weird. Anyway,
It's very different culturally and
Sure.
climatically from
Yeah.
sub-Saharan Africa.
right.
And actually, Egypt is partly in Asia, if you really want to be that way.
Well, there you go.
But anyway,
So he's Asian American.
Anyway, but he's half
So-
Egyptian, so he can be a census taker.
So he had no problem getting into college because he could either say he's African American or Asian American,
Right.
and whichever slot they had to fill,
They could put him in there.
they could put him in there.
They could also say he's from New York.
Or worse yet, New Jersey,
Right.
where everyone's like window licking special.
Where their state university is called the Rutgers. It has nothing to
Yeah,
do.
see, not good.
Anyway, so I took the test.
So how'd you do? How do you think you
I don't
did?
know. The score. I haven't. The time hasn't elapsed for me
Yeah,
to get
but
my
did you
score.
feel good about the
I
test?
felt pretty good. We had 30 minutes to complete it. I got done around minute 16 or 17.
Okay.
Gave me a good 12 or 13 minutes to scratch out a random letter to someone that I will never send on the back of my scratch paper,
Okay.
which I really think pissed the other people at my table off because I just hear the scratching of the pencil as I was writing. But they said no talking.
How many people were in the room taking the test?
There was about.
Was it like all supervised, like on Spies Like Us with
There
the
was
cameras?
one, no. There was one guy in there, old guy. As he was
like
the
your
proctor.
your GLG 20 test.
Yeah, well, I don't know what that is.
Well, that's on Spies Like Us. They
Oh, yeah.
was testing to be a GLG.
The only test I ever took was a pregnancy test.
Oh,
But yeah.
and were you
Well, no-
were you pregnant?
No, surprisingly not.
You
Since
look-
I'm a
you
boy.
look- you look pregnant.
I'm just very fat. Thank
Oh.
you. Doctor told me to get in shape. I chose round. Anyway, so the test was pretty
I
easy.
had
Actually,
to,
it's
I had
kind
to
of
take
laughable.
a test for herpes once,
Yeah, how'd that work?
and
out?
not very good.
So you can go right now. They need census takers. If you want to go be a census taker, go take the test. First, read the brochure and make sure you match one of those
So-
ethnic minorities.
That would be $12 an hour more than I get paid here on the podcast,
Yeah, and you get paid mileage there.
which I don't get here.
No, you live here.
Yeah, but I could still put in for
Mileage up and down the elevator.
Yeah, it's a 33rd floor.
You would have to compute the number of feet.
and I could do that because my math skills are great.
That's 330.
It'd be like I'd be putting in like 27 miles a week.
I don't know why I bothered to go and take the. Oh, I should probably talk about our next sponsor. Hey, my taking of the census test brought to you by Bob's House of Wigs
Wow, we got a lot of really great sponsors this week, Dave.
of Tampa and Orlando, Florida.
New location,
Orlando, Florida.
27,000 square feet of
it is
wig goodness.
The most exciting time of the year at Bob's House of Wigs. I'm more excited about this than I am about Morningwood Estates on Ice. You know what time of year it is, don't you? Wig Stravaganza 2010.
No way. Is that already?
On right now.
Oh my God! I knew it was at the end of February.
Wig Stravaganza 2010. Both locations go in amazing deals on every kind of wig you could possibly want.
So we have
Deep discounts on everything from toupees to merkins to ear hair wigs.
So there's a couple very
Or earwig hairs.
very famous times a year, right? We have September, which is all Zeppelin all the time.
Yes.
We have Rocktober,
Which is
which is
other
all,
rock music.
all the rock music.
Which are usually on rock music stations that
True,
already play rock
which
music.
is what I
all the
listen
time.
to. And then we have Wig Stravaganza,
Which is at the end
which
of
is at the end of February, which is it's what a great and you could even probably get like a gift certificate to Bob's House of Wigs for your significant other for Valentine's Day.
And they could take it to
And
Wig
they could take it to Wig
'Cause
Stravaganza,
One of the
and
great
their dollar goes further.
One of the great things about Wig Stravaganza, in case you don't know this, is that your whatever coupons they have that you have, because sometimes Bob's is in the coupon book.
Sure, coupon.
That those work with the deep discounts.
That's unbelievable.
At Wig
Plus,
Stravaganza.
they have all the
Only
wig
time they-
manufacturers there
Yes.
doing
Very
demos of the
special-
newest, upcoming wigs and merkins.
And very special too for part of Wig Stravaganza. This is the time of the year when the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue comes out. One of the models in the swimsuit issue is wearing a wig from Bob's House of Wig.
No way.
See if you can figure out which one. That's how real. And
Is it a
natural-
wig or is it like a little merkin?
No, it's a real wig.
Wow.
Bob's House of Wigs.
Not the leg hair merkin.
Go see them online. www.hairfortomorrow.com.
Bob'sHouseOfWigs.biz.
It's Bob's House of Wigs, Tampa and Orlando, Florida. Fantastic. Well, I got to tell you, I can afford to go shop in at Bob's House of Wigs because I am a metal foundry owner
And a media mogul.
and a media mogul, but I'm trying to diversify. Trying to diversify what to do.
Because now, in case they didn't listen last week, you lost the
Chairman Mao Metal
Chairman
Foundry,
Metal Foundry in a very
the
terrible.
glorious Eastern Rising Sun.
Are you
of
going to let
Alma.
me tell the story, or are
Yeah.
you just going to interrupt me the whole time?
No, I'll probably just interrupt you. But go ahead.
You lost the Chairman Mao Metal
Thomas
Foundry,
Winkle.
dick bag, to a very
Wow.
poorly thought out Super Bowl bet.
It was a good bet. I bet on the Colts.
You
They
bet
were
the whole,
team
but
that
you
was-
bet the whole enchilada on the
No,
Colts.
I didn't. I just bet the Foundry. I got to keep the
But that's
Rickshaw
big.
Manufacturing Company, and I got
Yeah,
to
but
keep
that's
the,
a money
the
loser.
basketball team.
With the huge recall they had on those rickshaws.
Yeah.
But I bet your entire media empire on
The Saints.
the Saints. So, and we won.
Yeah.
I won
You won.
because actually you won. I didn't get shit. I didn't even get a percentage. I didn't even get a thank you.
I did say thank you.
Anyway,
You just didn't listen.
so you purchased
The Kim Jong-il
Metal
Foundry,
in
the
North Korea.
reigning supreme leader of all metal foundries in Pyongyang, North Korea.
Perfect.
So that's perfect.
So
but
you're
I
still a foundry owner.
yeah, but now I want to diversify, and I decided to get into real estate.
Well, that's kind of real estate, a metal foundry.
I have a plan.
You mean like real estate,
like houses?
buying and selling, like
Houses.
flipping houses, buying
And
land.
I have a plan.
Okay,
I'm
what's the
using-
plan? Talk to me.
It
Can
involves
I get
Detroit.
in on this? I want to
Yeah,
get in on the
get
ground
on
floor.
with me.
All right.
We're gonna go to Detroit, and there's two.
I don't
things
have any
happening
money.
in Detroit. That's fine. You don't
Okay.
do much. There's a web designer in Detroit who's selling lots for $1 per square inch. So you can buy a square inch of a lot in Detroit.
Is there a minimum purchase?
No, well, one. You had to buy one.
Well, okay.
That's it. So you can go there and buy 1 square inch of Detroit property for $1.
And just rest my penis on it.
Right. Meanwhile, in Taylor, a Detroit suburb on the south side, the city of Taylor is selling a bungalow, a 2,110 square foot bungalow for $1.
Okay.
So what I want
What's
to do,
the catch?
well, you have to move it because they want to turn
Oh.
that land into a park.
Okay.
So what I want to do is I want to buy the bungalow, and I want to buy a bunch of the $1 lots, and I want to move the bungalow to the lots. Ding!
Wow.
That is an idea. That is the idea.
you just
of
sounded
all
like
ideas.
if you would have said Bing there, you would have sounded like Ned Ryerson from Groundhog Day.
That ding that I got right
Ding!
there. That ding was my
Okay, Dave.
raging mega hard boner.
Since I'm very good at math.
Fantastical at math.
Okay, this is a 2,000 square foot house.
Yeah.
2,100 square foot.
Yeah.
So that makes it like what?
Well, I'm doing the math right now. Hold on. That's a 0. 4, 4, 8, 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 2. Okay, hold on. I'm doing it right now. 0, 4, 5, 11, 2. That is 221,540 square inches.
So you're going to need to buy. You're going to buy a $1 house,
Yep.
and you're going to need to purchase 221,540.
That makes our starting cost. That makes our starting cost $221,541.
Okay, now that's to put the house on. Do you want a yard?
No, not in any yard.
So you're not going to have any yard.
Nope.
What about a driveway?
Nope.
What about a garage?
Nope.
What about front steps?
Okay, so if we
You're going to need some extra. What I'm saying is you're going to need a couple.
if we have an 8x5, that's 40
And what if
times.
what if all the square inches you bought are on the middle of the lot? That means you're going to have to get.
it's selling as
You're
is.
going to have to
that's
get
not my
deeded access through everybody else's
problem. I'll get
square
an
inches.
easement.
You got to get easements. That's,
I'll
that's
get
not
one.
Easy to
That's
get.
what I just said I would do.
You can't just get easements.
Yes,
though.
you can.
You got to grease palms and
It's Detroit.
no people. That's what I'm saying. You got to grease. The palms are already greasy. You got to re-grease them.
I'll just be like, hey, do you want a job at Big David?
Ding!
Homes?
I'm dinging greasy palms.
I'll let him work at the. I'll let him work at the Kim Jong Il Metal
Oh,
Foundry.
you'll let them work.
They
for
wanna
three-
work.
for $3 a week.
Detroiters want to work.
Not for $3 a week.
Yes, they do.
No,
It's
they
better
don't.
than no dollars a week.
No, because then
Anyway.
they won't get their government cheese.
You know why are you such a naysayer at all my plans?
Because
I
they
hate this.
suck. Why do you think we're in this position now? With your media empire and your multi-millions of dollars.
God.
How do you think you got there? By making bad decisions.
Today,
You need to be like me, broke,
Today's-
poor, and living in your
yeah,
basement studio.
Today's
Oh,
Today's
by the
podcast-
way, I've been living in your basement studio for the past 8 months.
brought to you by the Jingwack Shores Resort in Marinesco, Michigan.
You're out of toilet paper.
All winter sports, including snowmobile, cross-country skiing, curling, and Nordic combined, which is cross-country skiing and ski jumping.
Yeah, United States took a gold in the Nordic combined.
Now you can practice that, the ski jumping part, at the Jingwack Jump, the highest entirely man-made ski jump in the U.S. and the only flat landing area in the world. Jingwack Shores Resort, Marinesco, Michigan.
Flat landing area.
Yeah, ever seen they always land on a hill going
Yeah?
up? Not at Jingwack Shores. Not on the Jingwack Jump.
I bet there's never a line to use that jump.
No, that's right. It's new. Highest entirely man-made jump.
with a flat landing area.
So anyway, all of this been brought to you.
That sounds very dangerous.
No comment on our wonderful sponsor, Jingwick Short Resort. Also been brought to you today, of course, by the Morningwood Estate on ice. Call TikiTicketHut.com.
Dave, we're out of time already.
That's why I'm going through the sponsors.
Holy
if you
shit,
want to
I
get
was wondering
tickets.
what you were doing.
Anyway, that's all for us this week. Is there anything else that you want to say before we go?
No.
If you're interested in, if you have comments on anything, send them to podcast@BigDaveAndCompany.com. If you want to get in on my Detroit land real estate stuff, podcast@BigDaveAndCompany.com. Otherwise, for all of our company, the lovely Emily, who's still not talking to you, for Kelsey, the guy from the FCC, we got to get him a better name. We should start calling him Butch or Steak Knife.
What's his last name?
I don't know. I never asked. So anyway, for
Papa
Emily,
Giorgio?
Kelsey, no,
I think it's
Papadopoulos?
I think it's Kelsey Papa Giorgio.
For Kelsey Papa Giorgio, for lovely Emily, the unpaid interns, Mike Alicious, I am Big Dave. Oh, I forgot Herbie the Wonder Dog. He's here too. I am Big Dave saying thank you, and we'll see you next week. Next week on the Big Dave and Company podcast, Mike Alicious and the company helped me figure out what to give up for the Lenten season, even though it started over a week ago.
Well, you're supposed to stay 100 yards away from all grade schools. How about you start with that?
Yeah, but they always put them by the grocery store.
Maybe nobody listens to the outro because it sucks.
I'm like West Virginia Power and Light. I'm always on.
Oh, my God. Really? You made me start the recorder so you can say that? Oh, my God.